Look, I'm going to show you how to make this cute little heart garland. Really super simple. It consists of double crochet, single crochet chain, treble crochet. I'll show you step by steps on how to make this. And let's get started. So I've got me some, let me get this little thing out of the way here. I got me some basic generic mainstay basic yarn. It's a worsted weight 4-weight yarn using a I-9 hook. Got my crochet hook and get my yarn here. Really cute little project that you can make quick to put on either some Valentine's gifts or use it as a garland. And I'm going to first make me a slip stitch. Leave you a long enough tail if you're going to use it as a garland or whatever you're going to use it for, long enough for you be able to tie or have that yarn on there to tie it off, either to hang it or wrap it around the gift that you're going to make. So go ahead and make your slip knot, and we're going to put that on our crochet hook. Now each of these hearts in this garland is using 8 chains on our foundation. So I made this one with 9 hearts just as an example to show you. So I had to chain 72 in order to make this project. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to chain, and it's just a multiple of 8. So I'm going to chain 24. And I'm just going to show you how to make 3 hearts really quick. And then you can make it as big as you want to. 8 chains per heart that you want to make. And the heart measures out to 2 inches by 2 inches when you look at each of these hearts on this chain right here. So it's 2 inches tall by 2 inches wide with this yarn and this hook that I'm using. It may crochet up to be something a little bit different for you depending on your stitch, your yarn, and your hook that you're using. So I'm going to go ahead and chain 24. So 1, 23, 2, 24. Now when we make our heart garland that we're going to make, we're first going to crochet on one side of the chain, then we're going to come back and crochet again the other direction using the same foundation chain. Now let's start on the bottom part of the heart. So we're going to do 3 double crochets into the 4th chain from the hook. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to take our yarn over, and go right into that 4th chain, yarn over and pull it through, yarn over and pull it through the first 2 loops, and then through the last 2 loops. That's a double crochet. So we're going to do 3 of those. That was 1, 2, and this is our 3rd double crochet. Now we're going to make a treble crochet. So to make a treble crochet, you're going to yarn over, and then you're going to actually yarn over one more time. You're going to take your hook and go into that same space on the foundation that you just did your 3 double crochets, yarn over and pull it through. You should have 4 loops of yarn. Yarn over and pull it through the first 2 loops. Yarn over and pull it through the second 2 loops. And then yarn over and pull it through the last 2 loops. That's a treble crochet. Now we're going to do 3 more double crochets into that same foundation chain. So here's 1. And here's 2. And then here's 3. Let's walk back through that. You did 3 double crochets in the 4th chain from the hook. You did 1 treble crochet, and then you did 3 more double crochets. Now we're going to go down 4 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4. And into that 4th chain from where you did all of those stitches, you're going to do a slip stitch. So go right into that foundation chain, pull the yarn through, and then pull that yarn through the loop that's already on your hook. That's a slip stitch. So now we're going to go 4 more chains down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and into this 4th chain, we're going to do the stitches that we did for the bottom of our first heart. 3 double crochets, 1 treble crochet, and then 3 double crochets into the same chain. So 1 double crochet, 2, and here's my 3rd one. Now I'm going to do a treble crochet, so yarn over and then yarn over again, put it through that foundation chain, yarn over and pull it through. Then we're going to yarn over and pull it through the first 2 loops, yarn over and pull it through the next 2 loops, and then yarn over and pull it through the last 2 loops. Now we're going to do 3 more double crochets. That's 1. Here's 2. And here's 3. And now we're going to go down to 4 chains and do a slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put the hook in there, pull the yarn back through, and do the slip stitch. Now we're going to do the bottom of our next heart. We're going to do 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 4th chain. That's 1. That's 2. And there's 3. Now you're going to do a treble crochet, 1, yarn over, 2, yarn over, go through the loop, yarn over and pull it through, and we're going to yarn over and pull it through the first 2, yarn over and pull it through the second 2, and yarn over and pull it through the 3rd. Now we're going to put 3 double crochets in that same chain. It's 1, and here's 2, and here's 3. Now we're going to do a slip stitch into the 4th chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, that's our last chain. Go into that, pull the yarn through, and slip stitch. So that's the bottom of our hearts. And now we're going to go back the other way to make the tops of our hearts. And we're going to crochet right into the top of that foundation chain. Move this yarn tail over here out of the way. All right, now how do you make the tops of the heart? So you're going to go back the other way. We're going to do 2 treble crochets into this same space of this chain that we did our stitch for the heart below. So 2 treble crochets, so yarn over, then yarn over again, put it through that loop, that space, yarn over and pull it through, yarn over and pull it through the first 2 loops, yarn over and pull it the second 2 loops, yarn over and pull it through the last 2 loops. That's a treble. So you're going to do 2 of those. Now you're going to chain 2, so chain 1 and 2, and now you're going to put a single crochet right there into that same space. So put a single crochet. You're going to chain 2, and now you're going to put 2 more crochets into this space. So yarn over, put it through the loop or the space on the foundation, and we're going to put our treble crochet, and we're going to do another treble crochet. Oops. I'm trying to look at the camera and crochet at the same time, and it doesn't work. So I'm doing my second treble crochet. Goodness, I'm having problems. Let me start over here. Yarn over. Okay, here we go. Treble crochet, second one. Now I'm going to slip stitch right here where I slip stitched below. I'm going to close off the top of that heart. And you can see how your heart closes off there. So now I'm going to treble crochet into this same space where we crocheted before. I'm going to put 2 of those. There's 2. Now I'm going to chain 2, and now I'm going to put a single crochet, and I'm going to chain 2, and now I'm going to put 2 more treble crochets. There's one. And here's my second one. Now I'm going to close off the top of this heart in the 4th chain with a slip stitch in the same place we slip stitched below. You'll be able to see it. Now we're at the last heart. We're going to do like we did with the other ones. We're going to put 2 treble crochets. There's one. Here's number 2. We're going to chain 2. We're going to put a single crochet. We're going to chain 2. We're going to put 2 treble crochets. And here's number 2. All right, now we're going to close off this last heart. And if you remember when you started, you crocheted in the 4th chain from the hook. So this is 4 right here. That's 3, that's 2, that's 1. So right here is where we need to, so it's 4, 3, 2, 1. Right here is where we need to do a slip stitch and end this heart and close it off. All right, there's our hearts. You did great. Sometimes the way I like to do mine, the ones that I've done in the past, I've chained about 10 extra chains when I started my foundation. So when I got to the very end, instead of going all the way to the end to make my hearts, I stopped and I started the other way, so where I had a little bit of a chain left. And then when I came all the way back down on the end, when I slip stitched and finished my heart, I went ahead and chained the same amount of chains that I had on the other end. So you, instead of having just a piece of yarn to tie it off with on your, either as a garland or on your presents, you could have a long chain, depending on how long you wanted to make your chain. That's just a little bit of extra if you wanted to do it that way. So thanks for tuning in to the Crafty Yarn Barn. I hope this is something fun that you decide to crochet. Make some comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you soon. Happy Valentine's Day.